You know when you walk into a stadium or like a really high-end venue and the audio from a dozen different feeds just hits your ears perfectly, you probably assume it's just magic. But today, for our deep dive, we are looking at a spec sheet from HDTV Supply, which is this 25-year-old enterprise tech retailer,
Right.
and it reveals the actual hardware making that magic happen.
Yeah, specifically, we're looking at a really dense 5.8-inch metal brick called the AJA ADA4.
Right, the ADA4. And our mission today is to figure out why this unassuming little box commands a $605 price tag. Because honestly, looking at it, it just looks like a metal block.
It does, but, well, let's look at the sheer amount of heavy lifting that brick is doing. I mean, it is handling 24-bit audio at 96 kilohertz, which is
Dude.
massive.
Yeah, and to kind of visualize that mechanism, you have to think of an analog sound signal like a continuous, smooth ramp. Well, digital data is more like a staircase.
Exactly, yeah.
So this box is, it's instantly building 96,000 tiny digital steps every single second to perfectly match the curve of that analog ramp. It captures this huge dynamic range so you don't lose the warmth of the original audio.
Right, and what makes this unit a true workhorse, really, is the word bidirectional.
Bidirectional, right?
Yeah, so it can run 4 channels analog to digital, or 4 channels digital to analog. Or, and this is the really crucial part for complex setups, it can process 2 channels of each simultaneously.
Wait, so it's doing both at the same time?
Yes, exactly. It is building the staircase up and tearing it down in the exact same instant without dropping even a millisecond of sound.
That is wild. But okay, I was looking at the controls for routing those channels, and it uses these tiny old school physical dip switches.
Oh, right, the dip switches.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for over $600, I kind of expected a touchscreen interface or, at least a companion app. It just feels incredibly dated for modern audiovisual gear.
I totally get that. It definitely looks dated until you factor in the actual environment it's used in, like touchscreens freeze.
Oh, that's true.
And apps, they force firmware updates at the worst possible moments, or they just randomly lose their Wi-Fi connection. In a live broadcast environment, a physical dip switch is a closed mechanical circuit. It simply cannot fail.
Okay, yeah, that makes total sense when you put it like that.
Yeah.
So it's basically built for absolute survival. Like a tactile switch stays exactly where you leave it.
Exactly. And it is the exact same logic behind the included XLR breakout cable. XLR connections actually lock into place mechanically.
Right, so they don't accidentally pull out if someone trips over a wire backstage or something.
Yep. Add in the massive 5-year warranty from AJA, and it's super clear this hardware is engineered for long-term, zero-fail scenarios.
Which makes perfect sense when you look at who HDTV Supply is actually selling these to. Because, I mean, you aren't picking one of these up for a casual home theater setup.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, looking through their site, they have over 10,000 positive reviews. And customers are literally shouting out specific sales reps by name, like Rachel and Mike.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and they are bundling these converters with massive enterprise setups like those Wolfpack Matrix switchers that are designed to route video and audio to dozens of screens simultaneously, like in a huge sports bar.
See, the people configuring those massive setups are paying for reliability. The flawless audio you hear at a major live event, or like a high-stakes television broadcast, it relies entirely on these unseen, bulletproof boxes working perfectly in the background.
Because if even one of them goes down, the entire production basically collapses.
Exactly. So the ADA4 is essentially the ultimate fail-safe translator standing between legacy analog hardware and modern digital infrastructure.
Right, it processes the data so efficiently and securely that the audience never even realizes it is there, which is the whole point.
Yep, invisible magic.
But, it does leave me with one final thought for you to ponder today. As the consumer audio world pushes further and further toward entirely wireless, cloud-based sound, will physical wired translation bridges like the ADA4 eventually become these rare, highly sought-after artifacts of the analog age?
Oh, that's a really interesting point.
Definitely something to think about the next time you hear a perfectly clear live broadcast.